Guardians, you might want to sit down, grab some popcorn, because this video is going to get ridiculous real quick. Hello again, Guardians, and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny episode. Before we get started, every single week I like to do a giveaway for my subscribers, and alongside that, I'm giving away 3 copies of Destiny 2. If you want to enter in for any of these giveaways, all you have to do is pause the screen now, the details are on the screen, and then enter in for the giveaways. To get into this video, huge shout out to Rifle Gaming really quick for allowing me the interview content between his video of him talking with the first Guardian known as Guardhammer to ever get tier 15 without using a single artifact. His Guardian doesn't even have an artifact equipped, meaning he's not using Memory of Felwinter, which is a huge deal because the only way you were able to get tier 15 before, to everybody's knowledge, is using Felwinter's artifact, but that removes your super, so there's no point in tier 15. Ultimately though, this is a tier 15 build that allows your Guardians to use their super using no artifact and allowing the maximum amount of regeneration to their grenades, their melees, and their supers. So this build is incredibly overpowered and is amazing. So I'm going to let you guys listen to the interview first, and then at the end of the video, I'll talk a little bit more about how this works. So let's roll it.
This is actually the first time I've ever seen a tier 15 build without Memory of Felwinter, of course. And apparently how he did this was staying level 30, and you did Nightfall strikes to grind your gear, right?
Most of it, yes. There's only a few exceptions to that, like the Vendor Roll Hacksaw from the Taken King drop, the Iron Galahorn from Rise of Iron, the Brave Shell, which I'm pretty sure you got from being, I think it was year 1 they gave it to you, and then the Night Stalker Cloak from the Special Edition Taken King.
So, how'd you end up getting your light to 400 but only being level 30?
I got all of this gear on a different hunter that was a level 40 400 light, and infused it all up.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then scrapped a character.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. His original goal out of this was to go into trials and freak people out, but he ended up stumbling upon this tier 15 build. He actually wasn't able to go in trials, so you know that portion of his goal failed, but still pretty interesting.
So what happens if you want to level up your character?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What would happen if you want to level up your character?
So the tiers are scaled based on your current level, so the more I level up, the harder it's going to be to stay tier 15. So if I level up, it will get rid of this.
So what happens if you want to play a crucible game? If you play, or like you do strike or anything, you get experience. So wouldn't that mean that you're just not able to finish activities, or what?
It means that this is a very temporary benefit. I wouldn't say pointless. I will level up, so it's a temporary thing. I'd say around like 35 or 36, it starts to be very hard for me to hit tier 15, for sure. But I could like scrap another character and make another hunter and do it all over again. And actually, if I did that and I grinded up to level 30 manually, I used a Spark of Light, the original they gave you that got you to 25.
Right.
I'd have more of a subclass unlocked, which would be a lot more beneficial.
Dude, when you contacted me telling me this, I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
I didn't actually even think this was a possibility until I hit about level 28 or 29 when I was leveling up and noticed that it was scaled. So,
what about you, PvP?
I was never aware that this was possible. I kind of thought that it was a thing, like when the Memory of Felwinter was introduced, but it wouldn't be practical because you wouldn't have your super, so it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, you'd still be a tier 10, like, functionally anyway.
Yeah, but you can actually get your super.
That's so crazy.
The only thing is that you can't finish events. I would probably just go into a crucible game, play for a little bit, and the last minute just leave the game if I just really wanted to play on this character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true, true.
The interesting thing is it also won't let me in, like, if I go to queue up a Nightfall, I can't even click on it, it's not there. But if I go into a friend's lobby, and then he clicks on the Nightfall, it'll let me in.
Oh,
and that's how you got the gear, right?
Yeah, on different character, but yeah, the
Nightfall. How long did it take you to get here? Like, with the perfect rolls and everything?
Oh, these aren't perfect rolls. These are the first things I dropped across the board. 4 or 5 months of grinding Nightfalls.
Wow.
2 a week because I had 2 hunters.
Dude, that's so crazy.
You're dedicated to this.
Yeah, the boots were the last one.
Isn't that kind of odd though? Don't you need to be level 40 to put on certain things?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the requires level 30 from the legendary gear that drops out of Nightfalls. All legendary gear that drops out of Nightfalls requires level 30, except for ghosts. They still require level 40 for some reason.
Really, that's interesting.
Alright, I appreciate you taking the time to share this with us. I'm sure a lot of people will think this is interesting. And also didn't even know this was possible as well.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to do it. I'm not the sole founder. My friend was a big part of this too. He didn't achieve it, but he helped me figure out how to do it. And his gamer tag's Insect Flunky. So I gotta give him a little credit too.
What's his gamer tag again?
Insect Flunky.
Alright, so there you have it, guys. Insect Flunky and Guard Hammer with the tier 15 build. Hope you found this enjoyable and it was something new to you because he didn't use Memory of Felwinter to achieve tier 15. It's pretty insane to think about. I'm out of here though. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen. Peace.
Now, Guardians, there you have it. Guardhammer and his friend found a way to get tier 15 without ever using an artifact, so that way you don't need Memory of Felwinter, which removes your super. It's kind of a penalty. Instead, we get to use our super, our grenades, and our melees, and still have a max roll on everything. So ultimately, you don't need a max roll of each armor piece. All you do is you need a high roll of level 30 legendary, and also you have to have the exotic class item to equip to your Guardians. If you have the exotic class item and you have all legendary armor and a legendary ghost, that allows you to get up to the highest possible roll of intellect and discipline and strength, then you have a chance of getting tier 15 around level 30. Now, according to Guardhammer, if he levels up around level 34, 35, or 36, he did say it's going to become quite difficult to keep that tier 15, and it's only a temporary fix. He does say that it is quite fun to use though, and it is temporary, but it's still worth it, even though it did take him 4 to 6 months to acquire the gear and actually level up his characters to get to the point where he is now. Also, it's really cool that Rifle Gaming allowed me to use his interview content, so a huge shout out to Rifle Gaming. But this has been Violent Privilege. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all thought it was exciting, and I hope a lot of you go out to try to get a tier 15 build. Now, I will actually be making a new account and trying it myself, so if I can actually manage to get a tier 15 build at level 30, I will be making Crucible gameplay of that account. If you all would like to see that, make sure to leave a comment down below in the comment section. If you have any questions, also leave those down in the comments. And perfect time to like the video if you enjoyed it, share it with your friends, and also another perfect time to subscribe for daily Destiny content like this and daily Destiny 2 content as it comes up. Thank you all again, Guardians, and as always, stay violent and be privileged.
Oh, hi. VPG isn't here right now, but I guess you enjoyed the content. So over there's the logo you can click on. That will allow you to subscribe. More content up there, and behind the scenes daily content over here on the vlog channel. There you go. Enjoy!